Thank you. So thank you to Admiral Miller for the invitation to address this esteemed academy, to Commander Hare for running every single bit of this day so perfectly, and to Midshipman Orzetti for such a nice introduction. I am really excited to be here, not least of all because this is the only speech I will give all year, potentially my entire career, where the audience is not texting and Facebooking its friends. I promise. Of anyone who's been on this stage, I promise that I most appreciate your rapt attention. Speaking to the Navy about leadership is not something I think I ever thought I'd do in my career, and it's a real honor. My father served in uniform, and he and my mother are with me today. And they taught me since I was a little girl to have really great appreciation for the freedoms that our nation provides. You are dedicating your lives to protect those freedoms, and for that, I'm truly grateful. Leadership can't exist in a vacuum. In order to lead, you need a community to lead and a mission to accomplish. So let me take a minute to talk about community. When I joined Facebook 3 years ago, there were 70 million people using the site. Today, we are well past 500 million. That means that if Facebook were a single country or community, we would be the third most populous community in the world. But we're not. We're not a country, we're not a community. Facebook is over 500 million individuals forming millions of communities connected by common interests, common passions, that together form a web that connects the world. I don't need to lecture this group on community. For a sense of shared purpose, there's nothing stronger than what I see before me. Your band of brother and sisters are bound together in ways that social media could never duplicate. It's in your philosophy, it's in your training. I bet 4 years of King Hall food, it's in your DNA. And I think there are 4 principles that for me matter the most. 1, leaders don't just command, they inspire. 2, leaders don't just talk, they listen. 3, leaders don't just have great ideas, they recognize them. And 4, leaders don't only develop people like them, they develop everyone. First, leaders don't just command, they inspire. I don't pretend to understand the environment in which military leaders lead their troops, but I do think there are some principles of leadership that are totally universal. And perhaps the most important one is that it's better to inspire than to direct. Authority will generate compliance. People who report to you will do what you tell them to do. That's even true at Facebook, at least most of the time. But great leaders don't want compliance. They want to elicit real passion, enthusiasm, dedication. Great leaders don't capture just the minds of their troops or teams, they capture their hearts. 2, leaders don't just talk, they listen. Speaking the truth is really important. Everyone talks about leaders speaking the truth, but speaking the truth when you're a leader is really not that hard. As leaders, we have a tremendous ability to say what we want to say. What's hard when you're a leader is hearing the truth. Number 3, leaders don't just have great ideas, they recognize them. Not every idea has to come from the top. Really good leaders understand that the people on the front lines, the people who do the line roles, they know more about what the company is doing than you do. In the military, in some ways, they probably know more about the war than you do. Secretary Gates advised, all those in senior positions, and I'm quoting again, listen to enlisted troops, NCOs, and junior officers. They are the ones on the front line, and they will often know the real story. He also celebrated those who are willing to tell superiors what I, and I quote, needed to hear, not what they wanted to hear. Number 4, leaders don't just develop people like them, they develop everyone. It's just mathematically true that if you have more people to choose from, you're going to get better leaders. You'll also get different perspectives, different points of view that will lead to a better culture. So I'm going to wrap today by saying that we live in incredible times. We live in incredible times of individual voice. We live in incredible times of danger and uncertainty. And we live in times when leadership is going to be reinvented for the realities of the new world. I believe the future leaders are in this audience. You are our future leaders, not just of the military, but of our businesses, our governments, our communities. So for every one of you today, I have 4 wishes. I wish for you the passion to inspire, the courage to listen, the insight to find all the great ideas around you, and the understanding to develop all the leaders around you. May life's blessings be there for you and your families. And Dad, with apologies, 242 days, go Navy, beat Army.
On behalf of the brigade, we'd like to present you with this gift. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I think they'd love it if you'd put it on.
Oh, we will.